Can you get that one step lower?
Just play it, Peg.
Just a cottage below. Can you sing?
Evelyn Marie Lykins, the first sister, September the 7th, 1927. I'm the second sister, Ethel May Michael.
Lois Fay Lykins, and I'm sister number 3.
My name is Peggy Sue. I'm the 4th daughter. A brother before me, but I was the 4th daughter.
My name is Jean, and I'm number 5.
I'm Georgia. I'm the 6th sister, also known as Whiz.
I'm Judy Carol, and I'm the 7th sister. I'm the baby.
My name is Richard Lee Lykins, better known as Buck.
We had a loving mom and dad.
Mom and Dad were always good to us. We didn't have too much, but we were happy and we had plenty to eat because they raised their own food, you know. Mom didn't have to go to the grocery store too much because they raised everything we ate. Mom would can pickle beans and pickle corn and big churns and just had all kinds of stuff to eat all the time. So we never did go hungry.
Dad bought the farm for practically nothing. Well, I mean, it was a lot back then. I think he gave $2,000 in a milk cow for our farm. He walked from our house to Wayne to work. And by the time he got back that evening, it was almost time to go back to work. And then he worked for Union Concrete and Pipe Company in Cerrito. And that's where he retired from.
He'd stand all day and weld, one foot a little higher than the other, while he was welding. And he'd stand like that all day.
You know, Mom would go kill a chicken on Sunday morning, and we'd eat it. And she didn't go to church on Sunday morning. She went every other time, but on Sunday morning she stayed home and cooked so we could all come home. And we ate in shifts. The men ate first, and then the mothers and kids ate.
And we would get to go with Mom down there to the store, and she'd say, well, you go with me today because I've got to make you a new dress, and you can select the one that you want from a feed sack. And when that was empty, well, she'd wash that and cut us out a dress.
I remember when I was born, it was down at my grandma Sayer's house in Canova. And Uncle Slim came in the room right after I was born. And he said, well, hello there, Bouncer. And from then on, I went by the name of Bounce.
Dad, he gave me the nickname Whiz because I could crawl across the front porch so fast.
Ethel May, Monk, because I was like a monkey. That's what they call monkey. They'd monkey, and I'd just laugh and just go right on.
A large family, I think it's great. I think there should be more kids in a family.
Oh, we just had the best time ever was. We just all got together and had a good time.
It was wonderful. Of course, Marie and Ethel and I, we were just, you know, we ran around together more than we did with the other kids because we were older. And we would sing and go different places and sing and just had a good time together. We sang at everything. When I was in graded school, in about the 4th or 5th grade, my teacher would take us home with her on the weekends and take us to church and let us sing. And, honey, we went home with several of our teachers, you know, and they just wanted us to go sing. We should have been in show business.
Radio Dot and Smokey, they were on stage performing. And I don't remember how this all came about, but we were invited to go with them, you know, on the road.
So one day we were all in school, and they came up the holler to see us, Marie and Ethel and I, and they wanted us to travel with them. And Marie wouldn't go because she wouldn't leave her boyfriend. And Mom and Dad couldn't stand her boyfriend. So we didn't get to go. No more clouds in the sky, no more tears to dim the eyes. All is peace forevermore on that.
I can just remember all of us gathering around the piano and singing, and my older sisters more so than me.
We'd all sit on our front porch of a night, and Daddy would pick the guitar, and we'd all sit out there and sing. The neighbors would listen to us, you know. And then I sang in a country band with my brother. I've always loved music, and still do. But now as I'm getting older, I don't have the voice to sing like I used to, but I still like to sing. I sing on my back porch. Every morning I get out and sing.
I just always thought, well, I want to play the piano, but I didn't know where to go get lessons or anything like that. I think we got an old, big, upright piano from somebody. And that was more or less for bounce, I think. And she would come home and play whatever she was taught that day. And I would listen. So after she'd get up from her practice and playing, I'd sit down there and start just packing here and there, putting it all together. And that's how I got started, just listening to her. And she would get so upset with me. Learn your own songs. Don't play my songs. If you're going to play, learn your own.
You know, it was always just like a circus when we were all home.
Dad wanted us all to go out and work in the corn, and I got down there and it was real hot, and I faked a heart attack. They felt sorry for me. I got to go inside and stay the rest of the day.
You know, we never did have money, so I remember playing under the bridge. You know, we would take sticks down there and churn like Mom did, and we'd go over on the hill across from the house and ride the trees down. That was our entertainment, outside and out in nature, and it was fun, actually.
Oh, we had a ball usually. Good and bad. No, it was mostly good. I'm real proud of all of them.
We had our fights and all that too. Oh, I had a big one with Jean one time. She got mad at me about something, and she called me, can I just say it, a little whore. I didn't even know what the word meant, hardly at all. But I must have known enough for it to make it upset me. She called me that and then took off running just like she was flying out of the other room, you know. And I was right after her because I thought, what did you just call me? And I think she yelled it again, but she kept going. And I finally chased her through the house a few times, and then I caught her and threw her down on the couch and jumped right on top of her, saying, don't you ever call me that again. You know, we had some major fights, all of us. But we loved each other to death, but we fought like cats sometimes. Cats and dogs.
7 sisters. Well, you'd have to live through it to believe it.
He'd miss an opportunity to go places with Dad and Mom, to stay home and fuss with all of us girls. But we always won. We ganged up on him. We always won.
I know one time we were in that back bedroom trying to hold the back door, and the doorknob was off, and we were holding the door, and Buck was trying to get into the bedroom. The next thing we know, there were baby mice coming through that little, dropping them at our feet. So that's the kind of brother we had. Very mischievous.
But one time we were in a cornfield hoeing corn. And so we all got so hungry, and we said, Mom, if you'll go in and cook, we'll finish this corn. So she goes in and cooks. Bless her heart, she was the best cook in the country. And Buck, the only boy, he threw clots of dirt at us till we'd all get it. We couldn't do anything to work, about the work, just to aggravate us girls.
he started to milk one evening and asked me to go help. And I said, well, okay. So I go up to the barn, and there's 2 separate stalls for the 2 cows. And he said, now you take this bucket and you go in there and you start on that other one while I milk this one, and we can hurry and get out of here and we can shoot some basketball or something, you know. I said, okay. And I just turned that cow's tit just up sideways, and we'd squirt each other through the cracks in that, and there would not be 3 inches of milk in the pail. And we'd get back to the house and no milk in either one of those. Mom would say, are you sure you all are milking all that cow will give? Said, she's failing awful. I said, well, Mom, I don't know what's wrong with her.
I was probably 14, and Peggy was probably, I don't know how much older, I think about 3 years older, I think. And I rode her down the road on my bicycle, and we come down this big hill over here, you know, it's called Tom Shannon Hill. And we got the bottom of it. We went down.
While we were going down Tom Shannon Hill, we got to the foot, and he said, now there's this little curve, just sort of lean to the left, you know. And I did, but apparently we leaned too much, and we both went off that bicycle. And I was filthy dirty.
We were skinned, bloody. We made it down here to Denver Michael's place, and she cleaned us up.
I really remember more him going into the Army and coming home, and how, you know, he would be walking up the holler, and we just all, it was a fun time. He was a good brother.
I'm not discouraged, I'm heaven bound, I'm just a pilgrim in search of. We always went to Shiloh Methodist Church growing up.
We were always at church when that door was open. So yes, it has played an important part of our life.
I guess that's the most important part of my life, is the growing up in church, and I still go on a weekly basis.
Religion played a big role in my life. I have to say that it was the music, because I just loved it. I think that was what kept me in church and got me to going like I did all the time. All 8 of us are in church working to this day, and we have always done that. We've had a job to do and been faithful in doing it, and I think that's exactly why God has blessed us like He has.
You know, when we were growing up, we didn't have a lot of material things, but we all loved each other, and it shows to this day.
They just mean the world to me. They really do. I can't imagine my life without either one of them. They mean that much to me.
I wouldn't take nothing for none of them. Oh, Lord, no, I wouldn't take nothing for none of them.
And at the time, you don't realize it. When you really get to appreciate them as you get older, and you have all these sisters, you know, to call and talk with.
I've had a great life, enjoyable life, and a great family. I'm just one of the luckiest people in the whole world.
You know, we've all had our differences, but we're family, and we'll always be family. It's just a joy to get together with 7 sisters and a brother.